So here I go. Wow. Where to begin? Um, well, my name is Luke Klosek. I live in Southern California. I was born September 30th, 1992. And, I live in Torrance, which is like near the South Bay. Um, Other cool facts about me, I guess, of who I am. Well, I'm a baseball player. I've been playing baseball my whole entire life, and my dad is probably my greatest supporter slash coach. Uh, I'm 18 years old. I graduated from West Torrance. I currently go to El Camino College, and I play baseball for Elko. I played baseball all 4 years of my high school career. My freshman year, I played on freshman, and then my sophomore year, I played on varsity. So I actually skipped junior varsity, JV, and I think sophomore year was a really special year for me, for baseball wise. I got to play with some of the greatest baseball players that I have ever played with, and including guys like Aaron DeGuire, Mason Morioka, Mark Oslin, and Kyle Petter, all of which have moved on to either college or the pros to play baseball. That was an unimaginable year, and then I continued my junior and senior year to play varsity baseball. And then now I'm at a junior college, El Camino College, playing baseball for the Warriors. Well, what I'm trying to get at here, my main point is, recently, probably, I'd like to say 2 months ago, I became a Christian, and I'm going to be explaining how I actually came to be. Well, first off, I wasn't any other religion. My mom was a Scientologist. She gave me a couple of courses, they're called courses, on Scientology, and but they're just basic courses like how to study, nothing really deep into the religion of Scientology. And all my life, I haven't been a religious person at all. So you might be wondering, like, why are you so into Christianity right now? Well, let me explain my story. I was having a hard time after a bad senior year of baseball. I was having a hard time adjusting to the junior college level of baseball, and I was wondering, like, whether or not it was actually for me, if baseball was just, a waste of my time my whole life, because I wasn't starting at El Camino at all. I was doing bad in the fall. I mean, there was no one to blame but me. Like, my swing was off. I wasn't hitting as well. My arm wasn't as strong. Well, it's never really been that strong, but it was weak for the junior college level. But I think the only thing I had going for me was my weight. Like, senior year, I weighed 236 pounds, and then during that summer after senior year, going into El Camino College, I realized that I was overweight, and then I needed to be able to compete in order to compete for a spot at the junior college level at El Camino. I needed to lose weight badly because I was out of shape. So I dropped 50 pounds the summer of 2010, and so I came in weighing 185 for El Camino baseball, and I think that was pretty cool. That was my most successful accomplishment that I had probably in 2010. But still, I didn't see any change in my game. Like, I was still performing bad, way below the level I knew I could potentially play at. And so fall, I didn't play at all. And when season came around, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna continue to work hard during practice. When the coach is over, and then I'm gonna earn a spot. So then season came along, and I look up in the lineup, and still my name is not in the lineup. And then I'm like, all right, I can deal with this. Every player has been through that, where you're just not in the lineup, and you have to earn your spot. And so, practice after practice, working my ass off, just every day, in and out, during games, cheering on my teammates, working on the clipboard, trying to do anything I could to get my earn my spot on the team, just earn, when the coach is over, they all liked me, but they didn't think I could perform at that level, and I didn't blame them. I was just doing bad, and then throughout this whole time, it was tough. There was some times where I was going home from practices or games, just crying, tears rolling down. It was a miserable time, because baseball was my whole life, and for me not being able to play, it's just it's horrible. And not to mention, coming home every day, my mom, did you play? I have to tell her, no, I didn't play again. And then, of course, why aren't you starting? What's going on? You work the hardest out of everyone. This isn't fair, So I hear it from my mom, and then my dad texting me every day, talk to the coach. This is it, you're going to transfer to Harbor, which is another junior college. You're transferring to Harbor next year, this is not good. And, it's just all weighing down on me. And, so, I don't know how I stuck through it. I just continued to practice, just make it through the year, I just kept telling myself. And of course, game after game after game, check the lineup card, just hope and pray, And I wasn't on the list, so it's dude, you know what? I lost hope, I lost hope. And then my buddy, my best friend actually, Lucas, he's Brazilian, graduated high school, same grade, everything. I knew him from freshman year baseball, and he's been bugging me, for a couple weeks now. When I was going through the times, week after week, he was he's bugging me. He's like, dude, come to church with me, come to church. And I'm just like, nah, what, dude? No, I'm not into Christianity. I'm sorry, dude, I'm not religious. I don't think I can ever believe. And he's like, dude, just come to Bible study one time, just sit and listen, And I was like, I broke finally. I was just like, alright, dude, I'll try Bible study. Bible study was on Wednesday, and our games are Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So Wednesday night, I went over to the Vindas, their family apartment, whatever you want to call it. And there was another family there. Oh wow, I don't know their last name, but I know each one of their names. But there's another family there, anyways, and I watched the sermon speaking or whatever, and I go through the whole Bible study, and they asked me so Luke, what do you think? And I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, I'm not a believer. I guess my first step would be to believe, because I don't believe at all. This stuff is just total nonsense to me. I was straight up. I wasn't gonna lie to them and say, oh, this is great. I was just straight up. And anyways, I was telling them the struggles I was having with baseball, because they asked, and I was like, yeah, I feel distant from the team. I just like to be, part of the team. I don't really care about playing anymore, because I just lost all hope for playing, because their team was doing bad anyway. So I was just like, whatever, I don't care. But I still want to be buddy with the guys. They're pretty cool. And so they prayed for me, and I was like, okay, and I just sat there and I just listened to the prayer, oh Father, I pray for Luke. Please help him through his struggles, and all that. I was like, wow, all right, cool, thanks, whatever. And then the next day, the field was soaked from the night before, from the rain. So I was helping my coach out, like move all the, like brush out all the water, and then, like help him with the yellow thing on top of the gate with the ladder and stuff. So I held the ladder for him and everything. And he's like, "Hey Luke, you're starting today." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." You know, I just try to like not act like it's a big thing at all. Just, you know, like, "Oh, cool, yeah, no big deal, yada yada yada." And I was DHing, which is like designated hitter. I got bat for the pitcher, and then I went off. I went 4 for 5 with 4 hits, 3 RBIs, and I went home. I was like, "All right, wait, hold on a second. Like, let me just take all this in. Like, are you serious?" Like, I went to Bible study the night before, and then after all these like hard times and these struggles, I just go 4 for 5 and do like the most amazing performance that anyone has ever done on our team the whole season long. So like, I'm like speechless. And then that right there, bam, got me into Christianity, and been going to church every Sunday, Bible study every Wednesday, you know, and with baseball, I never got taken out of another game. I played the rest of the season, and I ended up batting .404 with 21 hits and in just 13 games, and I I give it all to the big G, to God. That's him right there, showing me his path. Um, so yeah, and from now on, I'm gonna try to document my Christian life.